Hi, I'm Anup Matthews. I'm a graduate student in Master of Healthcare Administration at Texas State University. I'm here to discuss on the current state of US healthcare system with regards to iron triangle. So the concept of iron triangle of healthcare was first introduced by William Kissick in his book Medicine's Dilemmas: Infinite Needs versus Finite Resources. It was released in 1994. So, yeah, the iron triangle is not a new idea or a new concept, but it has received much attention in the recent past due to rise in healthcare cost and ACA and all that. So, what is iron triangle? Iron triangle is actually a tripod or a triangle with three ends. So we have three important factors in healthcare in these three ends, like quality, access, and cost. So let's explain like what are all these terms. So first one is quality. Quality means services. It it means the quality of services. Sorry. So it is measured on outcomes, like how good are the outcomes in terms of reliability, if it's measurable, if the outcomes are consistent, like life expectancy and all those things. So second one is access. Access means who can get care when they need it. So that's like that's access. The third one is cost. Cost is much straightforward compared to the other two. Sheer cost means the cost of healthcare services or the spending on healthcare. So all these three things are important in healthcare, like quality, access, and cost. So the aim of every healthcare industry or the whole healthcare delivery system is to improve all these three things, like to provide the best quality services in lowered cost and improved access to all the citizens. So the concept here is like in the iron triangle is that all these three things are interrelated, just like in a tripod. So if we do any change to one end or one leg, it affects the whole system, so that everything is linked together. For example, if we try to lower the cost, then there will be more access for sure, but quality might dip. So we can improve the quality otherwise. So if we do that, then it will either result in increased cost or reduced access. Same way again, if we do try to improve the access and give access to more and more people to healthcare, then definitely the healthcare expenditure or the cost is going to go up. So we have seen this in the recent years when we greatly improved the access through the ACA, and it resulted in very much rise in cost compared to the previous years. So yeah, so here the word iron is used here, so that itself shows the rigidity of this system. Like if we move anything, everything is affected. Like it's not flexible, like we can't do changes in one without affecting anything else. So there are a lot of skeptics who argue that the iron triangle it's not that rigid. It's not a fixed framework, but an observation or just a reflection of the current healthcare system scenario, current scenario in the USA. Okay. To an extent, actually, it is true because iron triangle is not a law; it is an observation. The the main how to demonstrate this is by looking into other industries, because other industries were able to break the iron triangle. For example, computers. Once upon a time, computers were expensive and we didn't have access to it. But now we have cheaper computers, we have high quality, and everyone has access to computers. Another thing is air travel. It seems like computers, it was once expensive and still expensive. It's expensive, and less accessible, but nowadays it has changed. Everyone are using air traffic or air travel. So yeah, so the other industries were able to break, but this is not the exact scenario in healthcare field, because here the most important factor is cost. So the problem here is that any healthcare system which provides finest quality and best access cannot do so without raising cost to like unaffordable levels, or like without raising the cost. So currently USA is the highest. USA spends the highest of GDP on healthcare compared to any other developed countries. So, and we are still not able to provide the same level of quality. Like, if we are spending multiple folds more on healthcare than these countries, but the outcomes in quality, like quality of life, life expectancy, all those things are, child mortality rate, all those things are still lower than all the other countries. So that's a problem. So that shows that we have to do something on the healthcare system. I mean, the healthcare iron triangle. The multiple payer system makes it even more difficult to bring a change to the rising cost. So cost is the main problem here. Like, healthcare costs change faster than the other two dimensions of the triangle, affecting access to care, which in turn influences the quality. We have tried to address access through ACA by giving insurance to everyone, making it mandatory, but that has cost made the costs go so much high. So the healthcare policy must be crafted so that the three iron triangle legs must be addressed. So far we are only able to address like two, and we have to compromise on one. We have to bring up with a policy that can affect all three and improve all these three things. But mostly this might require certain trade-offs. Like, it's we have to do a trade-off. Like, the question is, who will start these changes? Like, will the insurers do, doctors, patients, entrepreneurs, or the pharma companies or hospitals? So that's the important question here. So hopefully all these stakeholders, there are a lot of stakeholders in healthcare industry, which makes it even more tougher to bring a change. So hopefully all these stakeholders in healthcare industry will sit together and work on these issues for a better quality, better access with lowered cost. So that's my take on the iron triangle and healthcare industry.